Jerry Mallory here for SB Nation and PrivateTrade.com, giving you part 2 on why the Lions should pay top dollar to re-sign Ndamukong Suh. Part 1, we talked about the money, how they can make that work. Part 2 is simple. We're talking about the man. To start off, in my opinion, Ndamukong Suh is trending to be a Hall of Fame player. Hall of Fame players don't grow on trees. Detroit Lions fans, we know that. Don't have a ton of them donning the Honolulu blue and silver. So when you have an opportunity for a player that is trending toward being a Hall of Famer and is still young, you keep him on your team. It's simple. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and tell you all the accolades. Suh is trending toward Hall of Fame, in my opinion, if he keeps up at this rate, what he's expected to do in the next few years. And so it's simple. Keep Hall of Famers on your team. Now, the other thing, too, as we mentioned, he's still relatively young. I think he is in his prime, and he has a lot of mileage left. We're not paying him for past performances. This isn't a attaboy, one of those contracts where a player has been good for so many years. It doesn't work like that. They're going to pay him top dollar for what he's going to do in those years. As we know in the NFL, those contracts, the first 2 to 3 years, really where the meat is. After that, you're able to cut, you're able to maneuver, renegotiate, whatever you want to say. For the next 2 or 3 years, Suh's going to be playing at a top level. He'll just be hitting in his early 30s at that point. Keep in mind, guys like Warren Sapp and Reggie White had multiple double-digit sack seasons at the defensive end / defensive tackle position. Past the age of 30, I think Suh can do the same exact thing. Not a lot of worry about injuries. Now, it's the NFL. A fluke injury can happen at any point. This is a man that has missed 0, that's right, 0 games, 0 practices due to injuries. He's missed 1 practice in his whole career with the Lions due to an illness. So in terms of durability, you really feel safe giving this guy a big contract. His work ethic is very strong. And so you don't think he's going to sit on that contract and pull at Albert Haynesworth. He's not going to pull what we fear Nick Fairley might pull. No. This guy is self-sustainable, always in tip-top shape, durable, and his work ethic is through the roof. It's bigger than football. The guy is wired that way. So these are the reasons why you sign him to this long-term contract. He's a Hall of Fame, trending type of player. Trust me, the Philadelphia Eagles went through this. They let Reggie White walk. There were some other things going on, not just in terms of what was happening on the field. And I'm sure Eagles fans that were around at that time, they hate seeing Reggie White do all these wonderful things that he did for the Green Bay Packers because they had him in their fold. We don't want to look back and see Suh with the Seahawks or the Raiders or one of these other teams when we had an opportunity to bring him back and we chose not to. Now, if he doesn't want to come back, there's nothing we can do about that. And if we franchise him, I hope it's with the intent of signing him long-term or trading him for a ransom-style feast of draft picks for another team that's desperate for him. But if he wants to come back, if it's really coming down to top dollar, these are the reasons why you do that. Pay top dollar and get it done. Agree, disagree, somewhere in between. Leave your thoughts and comments at the allocated section. Don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back tomorrow with part 3, where we'll talk about Suh and his role with the team on the Detroit Lions as to why we should pay top dollar. I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, as always, this has been Jerry Mallory for SB Nation and PrivateTrade.com.